What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Steve XM Show. I'm going to show you guys how to get the best possible starting round on Saints and Sinners trial mode on advanced difficulty. So you get 100 Bitecoins, you're going to buy 2 shivs, and you're just going to hit start here. This is actually better, I think, than going out into the distance, as you're more towards the center of the map, which will cause more zombies to spawn close here. You're going to start throwing right away. You get 16 kills per knife if you don't miss any shots, you know. Now, I've never gotten the full 32 kills, so don't be too particular about trying to get all 16 with one knife. Now, I do like to keep the other knife in my backpack, and there's a reason for that. It's for when I'm grabbing on the ground for my knives and I drop them. Sometimes you'll accidentally grab the secondary item on your hips. But since my knife's in my backpack, I can't do that now. So yeah, we just want to stay close to the center of the map here. Try to get as many kills as possible for the most points. Now, the reason that we're using these knives over the firearms is these are 15 points per throw, as you can see. A close-range firearm kill is only worth 10 points. All right, that broke. So then you go straight to your next knife. So that's already 16 kills. That's pretty good. Missed that one. Grab our knife. Now we got to find the knife. So the knife's over there. Push these guys around. We got plenty of stamina right now. Let's check our surroundings. Get our knife back. Now, this strategy that I'm showing you is going to be for a non-firearm build, but honestly, you can do whatever build you want after round 1 because we're going to have tons of points. Let's get another couple quick kills here if we can. There we go. So that's a good round 1. What do we get? 520 Bitecoins. So you can pretty much buy whatever you want now. You guys are going to have a lot of money. I recommend for this, though, for my long range, I'm going to use 2 bows. And then we're just going to buy... This is what I highly recommend, though, is the 2 night shivs. So we're going to use the same strategy as before, except for this time, these actually get thrown farther. They work better. And we're going to spend the rest of our money on some of these arrows here. We're going to get tons of money this round, so it's not going to be a problem. We're going to use our knives until we get overwhelmed, and then when we get overwhelmed, we're just going to clear them out with the bow and arrows. So yeah, we got 1 on each hip. Good to go. I can actually put this backup shiv in there. Quick tip for grabbing your bow. Use your offhand for the bow to grab the backpack. So then your bow is already in your hand that you want to aim with here. So right now we don't need the bow yet. Now these knives work pretty good from far away here. You can get some long range kills with these. I got 2 on the ground, so I want to get them both back if I can. Try to use 1 at a time if possible. I only try to use 2 at a time if I really need to. I always got the bow and arrow I can switch to. Yeah, we can go for some really long-range kills sometimes, but it's risky. So there's 1 knife, 2 knives. Let's get back in our multiplier. One knife, 2 knife. So we're gonna upgrade from these knives. We're just gonna get bombs next round. That's what I like to use. They're super risky. It's all risk reward, but we're going for a high score. So now we're getting overwhelmed. Pull this sucker out and start killing. So you can get really quick kills with that bow. Pick up your arrows if you want. Later rounds, we won't need to worry about that really. Another multiplier, wow. I'm pretty lucky here. So I've never gotten really 2 multipliers there in the first round like that. I don't know, seems kind of random. Okay, so what I like to do is just say screw the knives. We make sure we have enough bows here. So we're going to upgrade our backpack. We're gonna buy katana. This is the secret sauce here. Katana on the back. 3 bows, 1 for each slot. So we can put 2 in the backpack, we can put 1 in our hand. And we're gonna buy lots of arrows, but first things first, I'm gonna get like 10 bombs. This is where the risk reward stuff comes in. So you can put 1 on each side. These stack 4 high, and then you can start chucking them in the backpack. Alright, buy 1 more. Alright, so now we're pretty much ready for anything at this point. We got bombs. We got a katana. The secret of this katana that I'm going to show you guys, you can use this with 1 hand quite effectively. Which means you can easily swap back and forth between the bow. You can pull a bomb out if you need a bomb easily. Always replenish your bombs on your hips. Be ready for anything. Yeah, once you get good with this sword, you can use it with 1 hand. You can even throw it to kill some of those poison walkers when they get too close. So now we gotta recover our katana, but that's not a problem. Go get it real quick. Yeah, 1 hand. I've never really found a need to use the 2 yet. The 2 is good, but I should get a little bit more accuracy. I just smacked my head and lost my headphones. Okay, there we go. So yeah, now we're equipped to pretty much handle anything. If we get super overwhelmed, we can just use some bombs. Where'd the sword go? We're not missing out on any points because you still get the full 15 points with a decapitation. How many of those do we have left? Touch batteries are low, eh? So you can kill those guys when they're far away, so you don't have to worry about them poisoning you. The katana, surprisingly, throws really well. It's really interesting. See, sometimes they vanish into the ground. I've noticed that. It's like a bug, I think, with the katana. So, I have to report that bug. I have noticed that, though. They just kind of vanish into thin air sometimes. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to play probably 1 more round out, probably without commentary. That's pretty much it. I mean, now we're at the point where we get tons of money. And look how much money we have. We're just overrun with money at this point. So whether you guys are using Magnum, shotguns, maybe you found an AR blueprint, I'm just going to keep restocking my swords. You can even build an extra one and just leave it on the bench. You're going to want to do the same thing with your bows. Build some extras. Just leave them laying around. We got plenty of bombs. And I'm going to buy some arrows here. Quick load them in here. Oh. And I think we got plenty of bombs. I'll quickly show off the strategy for practicing knife throwing. So do something like this. Buy a bunch of these shivs. This is just for training. This is how you guys are going to practice throwing these things. So get up enough money. If you have $500, you can buy 10 of these. And then just keep them in your backpack. Hold your backpack right like this. Just have it ready to go. You're going to fill this up. You're going to have like 9 of these. You can even get them on like round 2. And just practice throwing. If you can't get them right away, that's fine. Just grab another one out. So this is kind of how I learned how to throw things. You can do this with all the weapons. And that's a quick way to learn. You'd be surprised how fast you'll get down the mechanics for that. Multiplier, good. So you can see we're not really messing around with throwing knives at all anymore. We got these bombs now, which we can restock. Now later rounds we're not going to have time to do stuff like this, restocking stuff. Where'd my sword go? sword. So we'll get the sword. So I really like this technique for grabbing bows off your back. You use your other hand, that way you're ready to go with the pull. It's right there. As long as you don't miss like that. Look around for your katana. If you can't find one, there's always one on the bench. If you're crafting like crazy. Start getting fancy with some throws. It disappears in the environment. Look at that. That's the second one in this game. So yeah, that's definitely a bug. Did it just appear over there? Or is that another? Oh, I'm out of arrows. I forgot to buy arrows. So this is when actually it gets good that you have the katana for backup. Because you can really use this for utility. Or we can buy a couple arrows real quick. One-handing the katana. Poison guys get close, you can throw it. So you don't take the damage. But if we get surrounded like this, we can pull out our explosives. Just be very careful, or else you will kill yourself. Alright, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you guys will be overwhelmed with money. As you can see now, we can buy every upgrade. Already on round 4. Just buy them all up. And in this round, I would probably buy more arrows. There's all the upgrades. We got plenty of stuff laying around the map here that I didn't grab yet. Bows. We got our throwing knives, which we don't need anymore. Lots of arrows everywhere. Sword looks pretty good. What's this, arrows? Buy some arrows. So this is going to be the biggest thing you're going to want to do, is really stock up on arrows if you're going for this kind of build. It sucks because you only get 5 per bundle, so you really just have to spend most of your free time purchasing these. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video. I hope this helps. Practice your knife throwing, all that stuff. Don't forget to use your bombs, don't be afraid. A lot of practice though with the bombs. You want to spend some time learning how to throw those things. One thing that I do like is throwing them underhand. I think you have a bit more control. You can throw them far away like that. Overhand, they kind of go straight down sometimes, it seems like. And that will kill you. But you can see I keep my backpack out like that. The backpack's out and ready to go, so I can just grab a bomb just hanging out here. Grab a bomb. Boom. It's another reason why I prefer using the katana with one hand. Whether it's grabbing a bomb on my side, right here, throwing it with my offhand, you're always ready to go. Alright, probably should end it here. You guys get the idea. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys on the next episode of the Steve XM Show. Oh yeah, look at the swords do that. Look at that. They kept going into the ground, but maybe they weren't going into the ground. Let's actually practice this real quick. I want to try throwing these. Let's see where these things go. Let's try to follow them with our eyes. That one just... What the hell was that? Another thing, these are really good for throwing as well, the tomahawks. Ah! Keep going. So yeah, when you're in this situation too with all these arrows around, you can just go to town. The funny thing about these arrows though is you can throw them at the zombies, watch this, but it doesn't kill them. It goes right into their head. Whoa, what was that? If you grab it when it's in their head? Oh, that's new. Let's try this. So it looks like if we grab it when it's in their head, it'll do something. Maybe we can still... I don't know what that was. No! Boom, that's how you end it right there. Alright guys, peace out y'all. Don't do that with the bombs, but that's a good way for an ending. You just throw the bomb straight down to the ground, you end the video. There's a high score, 62,000. This is what we got when we did 3rd place in the Virtual Athletic League. We'll probably be smashing that soon with this new startup method I'm using It's going to be mainly bow and arrow, but hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that great stuff. I'll catch you on the next episode of the Steve XM Show, and I do have a more specific tip videos coming out soon, but this was just a quick one to get out there for you guys to get you a good head start. So follow these methods, and you should do good. Practice knife throwing. Stay away from explosives, unless you got some good practice with them. I'll just say that. All right, guys. Peace out.